a lot of things we should clean up to make us even better. Just watching the film this morning. So I just like our overall just stance on the game where we came in and wanted to just compete, play together. So if we can lean on that type of stuff throughout the season, we'll be in good shape.
Space and pace has been the two key words for Coach Bud. How do you feel like you guys have been able to adjust with that now with, two different options in the point guard position?
Yeah, I think just being able to get stops and get out and run, that's a key part of it. Being able to rebound, finish the play with a defensive play with a rebound and get out and run. That helps our running, our pace, and our space. So, but for the most part, when we're in the half court, I feel like everybody's a threat when they can penetrate and kick. So we've been doing a lot of that throughout the preseason. And the first game, we had a few possessions where 4 or 5 guys touched the ball. So the more we can give it that, the better we'll become as a team.
Whenever people talk about great players, you and LeBron, you guys, as a part of that conversation, always. So whenever you face the floor, you play you with him, what's it like?
It's a special time, especially with us getting older and our time in the league is coming to an end. You cherish every moment. You always appreciate the battles against the best of the best. It brings the best out of you as an individual. So I look forward to playing in LA tonight. The energy is always incredible to start the season there in the arena. And having an opportunity to play against a guy who I've been battling with my whole career should be fun.
What's your relationship with him like, just off the court throughout the years? I know you've been so many years with him.
Yeah, just mutual respect, just friends, somebody that I can relate to. We had conversations, we had deep conversations about a lot of different things in life, So it's good to be able to have somebody in life you can compete with on that level, somebody you can actually, bounce ideas off of too. It just makes you a better human being overall, So I'm grateful that I was able to get this opportunity to be in the league at the same time as some of these great players.
It's interesting for you, I don't know if anybody's been as in the spotlight as you and LeBron over the years. Maybe Steph, kind of about the game, but in terms of just ups and downs with everyone watching you, talking about you all the time. Do you ever talk about any of that stuff or how you handle it?
Yeah, I think more so than anything, just having an audience follow you since you were 17, 18 years old, and then kind of grow with you too. So that's the rare part about it. Steph has been that way. LeBron, Tatum. A lot of guys come into the league that way now because you're getting one and done's coming into it. So when people follow you that long, you got that microscope on you that long. You try to find people who can relate to you, understand you, and there's only a few guys, and he's one of them.
You give some of that advice to Ant Edwards. I know he's really looks up to you.
And is one of those guys too. No, I don't really give too much advice. We just had conversations about experiences, and I'm sure we can learn from one another just talking about our past stories and stuff. So we all got it. We all pretty much on that team and the USA team deal with the same stuff as far as being young in the league and growing up and having so many eyes on you. And most everybody on that team handled it pretty well. And, you see 2 guys on the Lakers that have done a good job in their careers with that as well.
When did Ant get you just text you all the time?
Nah.
What's his style?
Nah, we all respect each other's space. When we can, we'll shoot a text to one another. But it's just more so it's just love when we see one another. And it's a big embrace always when we see one another. So it should be even better moving forward.
When you look at just so many players that feel that way about you, how do you sort of manage that over the years as you've gotten longer in the league and younger guys have come in? How do you do that, or what's that mean to you that so many look at you that way?
Yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot. It means that I'm doing something right out there. Where somebody want to watch me and spend their time trying to follow my career. I appreciate you don't have to do that, spend their time watching me play ball, so I really always appreciate that. And I just try to compete against them hard no matter what, and let them realize that it's for real, what you was thinking and what you was feeling. It's like I'm gonna come out there and play as hard as I can and try to be the best version of me every night. So I think guys feel that when I go out there and play, and it just adds on to the respect. And once I get around a lot of these young dudes and see how hard they work too, it's just my respect level goes up to another level as well. So it's always great being around them and outside of just competing with them on the floor.
Who was that guy for you when you first came in the league? Your first 3 or 4 years, you were like, the tip they have for you now. Who was that guy you had?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys. A few guys. I got to be around Kobe and LeBron early on, and Melo. D-Wade, that crew of guys, that era of guys that came in, CPs, the Gilbert Arenas, Mari Stoudemire, you know, so I could go down the line of guys, you know, that I admired around that time. Ben Gordon, you know, a lot of people that I looked up to that I just try to pull a little small different parts of their game and see how they moved off the floor and how they approached every part of this life, you know. It's so many guys inspire me.
Real quick, Angel, last one.
With you and LeBron being the longest tenured players on your team, you're thinking about the consistency. I watched the interview that you did with Boardroom, and you mentioned that not just for him and the respect you have for how he shows up consistently, but what have you learned from him that also adds to your consistency within this game?
Man, it's just simple. He just shows up, you know. And just in this league, if you just show up every day, you got no choice but to get better. You know, to establish yourself in this league, you know. So just the way he takes care of himself, his body, his game, his mind, and he just shows up every day is just something that's been pushing me as well. And not just him. You see the older guys like CP in the league. You see Jeff Green. You see Al Horford, Mike Conley, guys like that. When you just see him put the jersey on, not even necessarily production on the floor, just still out there playing in it. You know, I get a lot of inspiration from those guys too.
Thanks, Gab.